Teach me how to do one of your vocal warm-ups. What do you do? How do I do it?
I do a lot of like...
Wait, hold on.
And then, yeah!
Welcome to Driven Season 2. So come on, hop in. Let's go for a ride. You get to press the magic button.
Oh, is this the... this is my first time. All right, here we go.
Here we go.
Start right.
Here we go.
Wow.
You're in the future.
This is so cool. Wow, it zips too. It's like...
She's zippy.
Yeah, she's zippy.
She doesn't mess around.
Yeah.
Okay, are you ready to go back on tour?
I am.
Are you stretched?
I'm stretched. I'm limber. Here we go. 25 shows around the U.S. I might as well try to squeeze one more tour in since I now have a baby and I'm gonna want to spend time with the fam. This song came along, Waitlist, that was pitched to me by a couple of writers I had been watching for a while, and it was one of the songs I didn't write for this EP. And I rarely sing songs that I don't write, but this song really spoke to me because of the lyrical content at the time in my life where things were really heavy, to be honest with you.
Turning over stones and living in my lonely, moving through it slowly.
And I heard that song and it just felt like this weight had been lifted, and it really spoke to me lyrically. And I felt like, you know what, the fans are really gonna connect with this and relate to it. So I put it on, and now it's the song, it's like my favorite song I've done, I think, in years. And it became sort of the centerpiece of the show and of the tour. We named it the Waitlist Tour. And so it's got a good story to it, and I think it's a really good tune.
All right, well, I know obviously you made huge news because you were performed with the Jonas Brothers.
Yeah.
I guess take me through that day. How many people were there? Also, weren't you guys kind of all competitive way back then, and now everyone's like loving each other? But I mean, you must have been a little competitive with them.
You know, I don't know if competitive is the word. We've always been, for lack of a better term, brothers. I mean, I've known those guys since 2005. The Jonas Brothers were actually a new band on my Beautiful Soul tour, and I had them out. They were my opening act. They exploded and are, you know, for our generation, just one of the most notable acts. And then it wasn't until like a couple of months ago, I'd been very active on social media and TikTok especially, and Nick Jonas texted me and he was like, hey man, we're doing this, you know, reunion tour of our 20-year anniversary, and we're trying to bring out bands and acts that have been a part of our growth, and you're one of those people, and we would love to have you out for our show at MetLife Stadium. It was like 50,000 people.
What does that feel like?
It was crazy. And
like, can you feel that energy?
Yeah, I mean, the fans, you know, we have the same audience for the most part.
Yeah.
The Venn diagram is like we overlap almost, exactly. So it was great to reconnect with them. I'm so proud of them. I love those guys. They're the nicest people in the music industry, and I've met everyone.
Obviously, when you first started, there wasn't TikTok, there wasn't Instagram, wasn't any of that stuff.
Right.
Is it easier now for artists because they have that stuff to self-promote without a whole machine, or is it just different? Like, how would you?
It's different. I mean, I wouldn't say it's easier because it is a ton of work that is now put on the artist. And my whole social media team is 10 years my junior. So like, you know, and I noticed they're always picking out like content for me to do that is age related. Like we posted one that's like my knees are buckling and I can't sit down without groaning. I'm like, I'm not that old. Just because you're 23 doesn't make me a grandfather.
I also want to know, what were some of your favorite Y2K trends? Let's go back.
Okay.
What was it, the frosted tips?
Frosted Tips was a good one.
Yeah.
I was a big like Christian Audige, Ed Hardy, went through that whole phase, the Von Dutch phase.
The trucker hats.
The trucker hats was big for me. Remember that like in the early 2000s, like the thermals under a t-shirt.
Oh my God, you're taking
it
me
would be
back
98 degrees in LA and you'd still wear those, you know, out and about, sweating.
How has your relationship changed with Beautiful Soul over the years? Because I feel like when someone that's lucky enough to have a song like that, your own relationship must have changed with it over the years.
Right.
What would you say to that?
Yeah, I mean, there was definitely, I mean, when it first came out, we didn't realize like how big of a record it was going to be internationally as well. And it was a huge record and it changed my life immediately. And then there was a period of time where I really did get sick of just having to sing that song at every show. And I think I even tried to like not put it in the set a couple times, and people were furious. And it's become this like multi-generational classic record. And I never would have dreamed in a million years that a song could do that, especially in pop music where songs come and go so quickly. And I even have songs that I feel like were even technically bigger than Beautiful Soul, but didn't have the sort of lasting impact or lasting power that Beautiful Soul did. I don't know. It's a good question. I think Beautiful Soul just came at a really good time. It was a really fresh sound, and the message was really, really positive. It's nostalgic for me as much as it is for the fans, and I love playing it.
Did you ever get a piece of advice from someone in the business that stuck with you? Like that was like maybe like a mantra of yours now, or?
It's rare in pop music to still have a career 20 years later and still be able to tour and do this. It's just, it's rare. It's a really rare thing, and I think it's like just so much easier to be a nice person than it is to be an asshole.
Yeah,
I mean, it is. My parents were big inspirations for that, and some executives I've worked with. Rosie O'Donnell said something like, I forget what she said specifically, but I did her show when I was like 11 years old, and she was like, just be nice to everyone on the way up. You know, in her big, heavy New York accent, aggressive accent, but she was just, and they'll be nice to you when you need them the most. Thanks, everyone. Thanks, Waymo.